Emmy hiked up the hill. When she reached the top, she saw a gray cemented entrance in the distance that protruded from the mountainside. It was unguarded.
This looks too easy.
She made her way to a nearby bush and hid. She took out her weapon and looked through the scope at the surrounding area. Still no Grimm.
Yep. Way too easy.
She stood up from the bushes and proceeded toward the cemented platform in front of the entrance, with her gun hefted on her shoulder. A blue panther head was painted on the platform in front of the entrance. Before she could even look up, she was tackled to the ground. Her weapon was tossed away. A panther had Emmy locked in its grip. She couldn't break free. The panther raised its paw to pierce her, but suddenly, the creature was tackled off of her. She sat up, confused. All she saw was the Grimm on the ground, behind her. Suddenly, another student appeared above it. He aimed a crossbow at the Grimm, pulled the trigger, and it vanished. He looked over at Emmy.
Behind you.
She quickly turned around and formed a force field. The shield blocked another panther's attack. The Grimm tried to break through the force field, but then turned its interest to the other student, creating a diversion. Emmy dropped the force field before it depleted her aura. She grabbed her gun and aimed it at the Grimm, but before she could attack, its corpse vanished as the other student stood over it. They both ran inside the entrance of the building. They hid behind the corner of the cave's entrance to catch their breath. The male student peeked out to see if any more Grimm were coming. He quickly retreated, grabbing Emmy and pulling her away.
What?
Shh. Quiet.
He put his hand on her shoulder as they hid in the corner next to the entrance. Emmy lifted her hand, but couldn't see it. They were both invisible. The two panthers charged through the entrance and prowled around. They inched closer to the students as if they sensed them. Emmy tensed up, ready to fight, but the male student took out a key-shaped object from his pocket and tossed it to the other side of the room to distract the Grimm. As they chased after it, he got up and ran. Emmy followed, unsure of what he was doing. The key exploded into a cloud of smoke that filled the area, leaving the Grimm disoriented. As the smoke cleared, the male student faded in from the fog. The panthers charged at him. Behind a pillar, Emmy shot one of them dead. The other one pounced for the other student, but he vanished, dodged out of the way, and stabbed the Grimm with the blade of his weapon. He tossed the panther and shot it as it flung against the wall and vanished in a cloud of smoke.
All right, not too shabby for an ad-lib team attack.
He didn't respond and continued into the chamber.
Hey, thanks for saving me back there, by the way. What's your name?
Dorian.
He continued walking without making eye contact. As his back was turned to her, she noticed a mouse tail peeking out beneath his coat.
Well, nice to meet you, Dorian. I'm Emmy. Oh, okay, not a fan of the whole talking thing. Okay, I get it, that's fine. Totally fine. Who likes talking anyway? Talking's the worst.
So, are you just some kind of super chick gunslinging tomb fighter with a fancy blade? Or you got a semblance?
My semblance is telekinesis.
What?
Basically, I can move things with my mind.
Oh. Well, hot butter cinnamon rolls. I can dig that. But wait. You can't, control people. Can you?
Not sure. Here, let's find out. Stand right there for a second.
No. No way, puppet master. You ain't doing no voodoo magic on me. No, sir, not today. Not today.
I'm just kidding. Jeez.
I know you were. I knew that. I knew that.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, a thorn with a string struck Willie in the ankle. It flipped him to the ground and dragged him away. Another Miglamore broke out of the woods, pulling Willie into its clutch. Starlett drew her sword and chopped the string in half, freeing Willie. He scrambled back to his feet, dusted the dirt off his pants, and fixed his cap. He looked up. Another Miglamore came to assist the first one.
Uh-oh.
Willie?
Yeah?
I think now is a really good time to run like mad!
Here we go again!
They took off sprinting. Willie parried the incoming darts with his shovel.
We're headed for a cliff!
She slid to a halt at the edge. Rocks tumbled off the ledge. Willie tried to stop, but slipped and lost his balance. He flailed his arms, but just in time, Starlett grabbed him by the hood and pulled him back to stop his fall. They both looked down and saw a gray platform with the same red spider symbol as the one before.
Think we can make it?
Can we make it? Can we make it? Starlett, do you even know who you're talking to? First of all, I, the mighty Shovel Knight of the Grand Order of the Catal Empire, orders thee the stand down, for I have a mischievous, yet devious plan. Now, here's the catch, okay? Now, first of all, we're about to fall off. There's a bunch of Grims surrounding us, you know, like from the Grand Order. But luckily, I know where we're gonna go. So, let me see. The sun's direction is corresponding to the 7th elevator. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. What was I told? Okay, Scarecrow Man
The
told me.
Miglamores drew
The sun is
closer.
wait a minute. Is it
Willie?
over there in the west, or was it?
Shut up and jump!
Starlett grabbed his hood and they jumped off the edge.
No, not again!
They landed hard. Starlett tried to get up, but every bone in her body was aching. She looked up to see a large gray building.
Okay, Miss Starlett, would you just notify me before you're gonna push me off the cliff and almost slam dunk my feeble existence?
Almost. But I didn't.
Both Miglamores dropped down and shook the ground, knocking the two students back down.
But they might!
They scrambled back up and ran toward the building's narrow entrance. The Grim chased after them. Willie and Starlett jumped and stumbled into the entrance just as the Miglamores crashed into the side of the building, too big to fit. Their legs reached in and clawed at the students, but couldn't quite reach them.
Yeah.
Starlett saw a large broken fragment of wall in the corner. With serious concentration and a forceful wave of her hands, she used her telekinesis to throw the wall in front of the entrance.
So, telepathy.
Telekinesis.
Yeah, telepaka. Yeah, what you said?
He picked his shovel off the ground and continued onward.
You know, I seen everything today. Spiders, dots, falling off cliffs, bad chicks who like to throw the walls around like rampaging hyenas. Man, I tell you. And not once did I get no siree. This hunt is it's just no dang stroll down to Goblin Kingstown. That's for sure.
What?
Quiet.
What the bloody rockets is he doing? He's violating my personal space, that's what he's doing. Why are we standing in this corner? Is he gonna beat me up and take my lunch money? I really hope he doesn't beat me up and take my lunch money. Or worse, my tea money! No, think positive thoughts, Emmy. Positive thoughts.